This is Doug and Alan at Los Vaqueros, and this is a little video on acorn planting using the famous can methodology. First you dig a hole a little bit wider, half again as wide as the pot, just as deep as the pot, so that your little container sits at or just above grade. You notice that the container has nicks in it. The bottom is cut out, so the roots will go down, water will go down. It has nicks, so it will expand as the tree expands. First you fill the container with soil. You want to make sure you grind up any clods. You want to press down just so the whole thing doesn't sink too much. You want to make sure that if you get grass in, you want to take it out, because any fresh grass or plant material that decays will give off ammonia, which is bad for the roots. There we go. And a little bit more in there. And we reach into our bag of acorns that have been refrigerated for 6 weeks or so. Pull out a couple nice fat acorns. Those are beautiful. They've been kept in a mixture of vermiculite. You set 2 in a container, and you're going to cover them with no more than a 1/4 inch or so of soil. This is nice soil, loamy. And you can see that there's the acorn with no more than an 1/8 to 1/4 inch of soil on it. Anyway, so you cut a little twist tie. This is a little bit bigger screen than I normally like, but this will work. It's tall, it's a little wide, it's kind of a little bit problematic, but should work. You create a cylinder with it, slip it down. We're going to tie it, but we can stabilize it for a minute with a little soil. There's backfill. We take our twist tie around below the lip of the 1 gallon container or cottage cheese container. You tie the twist tie really good and tight. Twist it around several times. Tuck the wires down in. Then we're going to put a little dry water in. Sometimes you have to adjust as you plant. The dry water tube comes in a container like this. We'll slit the tube a little bit later, but it needs to have contact with the soil. And we want it a little bit higher so the top sticks out of the weed cloth that's going to go down. So we want it about like this. And then we fill our hole in. Tamp really well around the container. We'll come back and water the acorns in. It's actually going to rain, so this is a great day to plant. Sometimes you have to scare up a little bit more soil. There we go. Want to make sure it's well compacted with your fingers around the edges. There we go, and then you'll just, to seal this, you'll decide where this is going to fit best. Keep a nice tight line and fold the screen over. And we're done. An oak tree in a few years. We forgot the at the end, ideally, you like to put a little bit of some of the local leaves on the top of the soil. If you can get some crushed leaves, they add a nice little layer of mulch and have some of the help with getting the bacterial action going. Ideally, they grind up a little better than that. And there you go.
And